Hey YouTube, it's your girl Sanaya. Welcome back to another video. Hi everyone, I hope you're doing good today. I'm doing amazing. If you're new to the channel, please go watch my other videos so you can get catched up of what's been going on and knowing more about me. You can pause it and go to the other videos to catch up and come back to here, okay? But if you didn't go look at the other videos, please go like and subscribe, and you might can get something out of the video that you might just needed to hear that day. Okay, I want to get into talking about spiritual and witchcraft because everything is spiritual, you know. Before anything comes to light, it's spiritual first, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to talk more about that, get a great knowing of what it is and what's the difference. So when I started being spiritual, I was in like a rough place. I was depressed, I was lonely, I was going through it to the point where it's like I couldn't take it no more. So I called on God, and God led me to be spiritual, you know. I really wasn't really close to God. Like, I will talk to him, like if I'm in a shower or something like that, like I just talk to him. Like, God sees everything. I will talk to him. I didn't know I had God with me my whole life. I didn't know that. But once I started praying, and like real prayers, not just talking to him, but because before I started praying, I was just talking to God, and I kind of felt like bad because I felt like I was only coming to God when there was always something going on, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't just be going to God when something's going on in my life. I'm supposed to be going like daily, or like, you know. Once I started protecting myself and praying and stuff like that, I just trust the process, you know. I just trust the process. I still had to go through karma, good karma or bad karma. People are gonna go through karma regardless. It's just how you go about it. You're either gonna get good karma or you're gonna get bad karma. It's up to you. I learned a lot, you know, like the positions that I was in, the situation I was in, I learned from it because at the end of the day, I knew who I wanted to be ever since I was little. I knew who I wanted to be, but people tried to take what I wanted to be and downplay it, like, oh, you can't do that, you can't do this, or they'll be jealous of it, so they try to stop you. They do anything in any way to stop you from what you have and what you want to do, because they can't do it, or they feel like they can't do it, or they feel like, oh, you're better than them and stuff like that. I'm not better than nobody. I'm not better than nobody. Nobody's perfect. You just be a good person. Like, it's not that hard to be a good person. Like, just be a good person. A lot of people are like, you know, spiritual. Not a lot, but me personally, I never came across like a lot of people that was spiritual. I just came around like a lot of people that said that it was like, you know, God's child, or like, you know, close for God and stuff like that. But the way on how they treated people, the way how they were and stuff like that, it didn't fit who they said they were. People like to hide behind the image of God, you know, and say, oh, I'm God this, I'm God that, I go to church this and that. That don't make you God's child. That don't make you that, you know. Especially if you're doing bad stuff in the world and think that God got your back, is going to help you cover up all that stuff. No, God wants you to do what's right. So that's why if you're not doing nothing right, you're going to get karma. Once I started to pray, things start to get better. Like, things were still rocky, but things are starting to get better for me, like mentally. What I found out was my mom, my whole life, my mom did spells on me. Believe it or not, I don't know who's spiritual, I don't know who's not, but I know spiritual is real. It's really real. I can't even believe, like, it's really real. Like, people do spell work. People could cast hexes on you, curses, all that. They do that in the real world. Y'all think it's just in the movies? No, this is real life. They do that in real life too. They do that. So what I found out was, no one told me. I'm getting all clearly by God. God is giving me these visions. Divine is giving me these visions. Divine is giving me these talks. Divine is telling me what I need to know. My mom, my whole life, was doing spell work on me. She did spell work to block my finances. She would bring in lovers, make me feel less for myself. She will make me feel less for myself. She'll try to put me in poverty by kicking me out, me going to house to house to house to house, so I can be like, you know what I'm saying, like less than myself, don't feel good, depressed. She wanted me to feel that way. And she was trying to take me off the path of what God wanted me to do. That's what she tried to do. And now, ever since I started like thinking and stuff like that, I'm thinking, I'm like, yo, I used to have dreams when I was younger. I used to have dreams that, I had a weird dream that her ex-boyfriend put his hands on me, like in like my private part area. I had a dream about that. I woke up to crying. I had a dream in my other older, like I was a baby, like I was young. So I had a dream of something scary, and I told my mom, I said, I'm scared, like I had a dream this and that. You know what she said? She said, it's the monster. Who says that to their child? First of all, who says that to their child? It's the monster? Bitch, no, it was you. It was you casting spells in my dreams. It was you the whole time. There was one time I woke up, I couldn't move. Like my neck was stiff. I cannot move at all. Like it really hurt. Like it really hurt. I think this lady was doing spell work on me ever since I was a baby. That's why I was always like with jobs. It was always hard for me to find jobs. I even asked her to help me find a job. She wouldn't even help me find a job. She wanted me to stay in poverty because she knew that I had a mission in life to be successful. She didn't like that. So she tried to wear my energy. That's the only reason why she had it like that. Because of me. Not because of her. Not because of her. Because of me. Because she had me. I was a blessing to her. But she didn't like that. She's envious of me. Things are making sense. Making sense now. There's people that are spiritual, and there's people that are anointed. So people who is anointed can be spiritual, and people who are not anointed can be spiritual too. So imagine being spiritual and anointed compared to someone that's just spiritual. And you're casting spells on a person that God anointed. So when you're casting a spell on anointed one, it forms, right? But it won't hit the anointed, right? Because she's anointed, she's protected, she's divine. It's not going to hit her. It might form, but it won't hit her. But that karma got to hit somebody. You feel me? Like it got to hit somebody. It ain't hit me, so who's going to hit? The person that sent it. That's why they say return back to sender. So when you're casting spells, and then after the spell you're waiting to see, oh, what happens, and then stuff going wrong after you did that spell, it's because, you know, you don't know that you're going through karma. That's what it is, because you chose to mess with an anointed one, God chosen one. There was a death in Mexico, right? What the lady, I don't know if y'all been on, you know, social media or whatever, but there's a death in Mexico with the lady. She got killed online. She was spiritual. She was spiritual too. Her and her family was spiritual, and she had a loving energy, her spirit. Like she was an earth angel too. She was an earth angel. She was set up by her friends, and ever since that happened, it just didn't sit right to me. It didn't seem right to me. She had like intuition, she had gut feelings, but she didn't listen to him. Poor baby. On the live, you can tell her she was uneasy. Like she wanted to go home. And her friends was giving her gifts. And her friend gave her a teddy bear. The friend said, hold your face up. I want to see your face while I give you the bear, right? The only reason why they gave her the bear, to see where she will be at. The friend told the girl who had the bear to turn the live off. That's when she knew something was about to happen to her. She had uneasies. You know what she did? She didn't turn her live off. She just put it on mute. Because she said, if I die, it's going to be online. Spread the word. She knew. And a lot of people saying that she was pregnant, that she's not pregnant, but I believe she was pregnant. I believe she's pregnant, and she told her friends. They wanted her to know. They wanted to be her. They wanted to be her. They wanted to act like her. They didn't like her. It's really bad out here. And that's why I always protect myself at all times. That's why I don't have a lot of friends. That's why I don't have friends at all. I don't have friends at all. Because it's really scary. And you don't know who to trust. People be faking who they really are. This is not a game anymore, y'all. Everything is spiritual. There's people out in the world that you're cool with. It could be friends, it could be family. And they're casting spells on you to make you be away, feel away, and do away. Believe it or not, and you don't know it. You're asking yourself like, why is this happening to me? Why is this happening to me? Why is this happening to me? Most likely someone did witchcraft on you and you don't even know it. I didn't even know it. When I was young, I didn't even know witchcraft was doing on me. And it could go by anywhere. It could be making food and them saying something. Witchcraft is basically talking, saying something out of their mouth for something to happen. Believe it or not, my mom don't know that I know that she tried to get me killed. She tried to do death spells and she hired someone to get me killed. She don't know that I know that. She don't know. But guess what? I'm here to tell you I know. And the people that don't think I know what you did to me and what you thought that you got away with, I know. I know. I know everything, okay? I'm too high in the spiritual. Okay? I'm too high. I see stuff. I hear stuff. I know stuff. Being spiritual is good. There's nothing wrong with it. Being closer to God and spiritual is good. Instead of trying to make a deal with the devil, better to have a relationship with God. You understand, God made the devil in heaven. He made the demons, the devil. He made that. Feel me? What people don't understand is that I'm covered with life and death, light and dark. And most of the people in this world are just with dark energy. But with me, I'm both. So I have a balance. That's a divine. My whole life, I didn't know who I was. Not my whole life, but most of my whole life, I didn't know who I was until I had to open my eyes to see exactly who I was. And that's what it was the whole time. She did anything to put me down. If that means calling the cops to make a record, if that means, yeah, all that. If that means putting a restraining order on me, she did whatever it takes to put me down. It was either behind bars or death. She didn't want me. She didn't want to see me succeed. She didn't want me to be better than her. That's how she looked at it. And it's kind of like fucked up. Like, it's a lot of my family members that were behind it. And they don't think I know that I know. They was trying to sacrifice me. They were trying to sacrifice me. That's what they were trying to do. I mean, they tried. But God didn't let that happen. Anything that came my way, God protected me from it. I'm bigger than the program. And that's what y'all didn't know. Y'all didn't know that I would defeat y'all. I'm too powerful. I defeated the worst demon in my life. That's what I could say. I defeated the worst demon in my life. And that was my own mother. I had a couple demons that tried to come near me and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That I was friends with, messed with this and that and the third. But guess what? Every demon that tried to come my way and think that they was gonna humble me, God humbled that ass right the fuck back. But God did his big one, and that's that. Most of the people that I used to be friends with, I used to want to take people up to the top of me. That's the crazy part. I really wanted to take people at the top of me. That's how good of a person I am. But people don't like when you're the captain on a ship. They don't like that. When you the captain, when you the leader, so they envy you. You gotta be protected, you gotta stay prayed up, you gotta be aware, you gotta trust your intuition, your gut feeling. You can't just be doing things out of spite, trying to hurt other people out of spite, because that's gonna come right back to you. Karma is real. Sometimes y'all don't even know that karma can either happen instantly or God will put people to a test, right? He will put people to a test to see how far they will go. So while he doing that, y'all just stacking palm, y'all stacking karma right up. and God just looking like, let's see how far this go. So y'all just stacking it up, right? Y'all stacking it up, stack, 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 stack. Then that motherfucker tilt, woo, boom. And that's what God is waiting for, because he wants the best one to hit. He wanted to hit hard, because you took all that time to do it. You won't stop. Your ancestors gave you time to, oh, don't do this, don't do that. God gave you warnings, da da da. Your ancestors gave you warnings, da da da. And you still chose to do it. God let it happen, because that karma gonna hit. And when I tell you hit, it's going to hit. The first should be last, and the last should be first. Y'all gotta open your eyes. Like, the girls be doing spell work on the men to keep them static or on their hip, only using them for money. The men will try to stay on you. They don't even love you, but they want to stay on you because of your energy. No, cut it off. They're using you for your essence. They don't admire you. They don't care for you for real. They don't like you for real. They just like what you have and how you do something, how you go about something. They don't want to see you success. So they want to try to attack you. They want to try to do all this. They want to try to do all that. But stay protected. Stay prayed up. It's hard out here. It's not easy. Being spiritual, probably the best decision I ever did in life. I'm happy and I'm blessed for everything that I know. And yeah, y'all, like, it's crazy. This industry is sick. I'm so spiritual that I know that, you know, the Diddy case or whatever, like, that's something big. That's something big. And I feel bad for the young people that was involved, because he will have sexual intercourse with men, women. It can be men and women, but mostly men. He will do ritual sex. Yeah, he will do ritual sex on them. So basically, he's wearing their essence and, you know what I'm saying, their soul, and they're like his puppet, you know, them, but he's wearing essence. I'll tell y'all, be careful who y'all having with, who y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's really sick in this world, and y'all need to be careful, because anything can happen, and y'all gotta just be prepared for what can happen. And not even that, y'all gotta be aware of these people that y'all are around? Are they good people? What type of work do they do? Are they spirit? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, some people are just dark and evil and they hide it so good. What I see a lot too with me, people try to destiny swap with me. I believe in destiny swap and I don't believe in destiny swap. They just call it destiny swap, but it's like basically someone trying to be you, trying to wear your essence, trying to wear your light. You know what I'm saying? So by them doing that, they're trying to put you down, trying to make you feel less than yourself so they can gain that for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see a lot of people that do that. Like, my old ex-friend, I told her I want to do YouTube. She took off and tried to do YouTube. I wanted to do hair. She took off and wanted to do hair. The same time around I was doing Instagram reels, she was doing them. The same time. The girl was trying to destiny swap with me. So be careful with people that are trying to be in your energy just to be in your energy, because they're trying to take your energy. They're trying to take it. They're trying to wear it for them. They're trying to be just like you. By you giving them access to what you want to do in life, they will try to act like you. They will try to dress like you. They will try to be like you. They will try to dance like you. Like, this is real, y'all. This is real. So be careful with your energy and who you're giving your energy to. And don't be friends with people that got secret animosity about you because you're doing something right. Okay? How I knew I was different, like, I guess you could say chosen, is I went to church like a couple months ago. And I went to church. It was this church. I was like, let me just test it out, you know, because I heard it's a good church for like people who either around my age or like a little bit up or a little bit down. So I went there or whatever, and when you're new, they want you to come to the front and stand in the line, and like they'll touch your head. They wanted to welcome you in, and literally we stand on the side, you know, we stand like in a line. Yeah, we stand in the line, and the pastor, right? I think, yeah, the pastor, he goes on, right? And he touched everybody's head, right? One, okay? On to the other one, you know? One, right? So as he about to get to me, right? He touched my head, right? Touched my head. I breathed. I said, me doing that, y'all? My body, my heart, like this, like right here, is sunk. Like, I felt passion. Like, words can't even explain. I could cry right now because every time I mention that day, I'm so happy. Because before that even happened, we're in church and we're asking God, like, I want to hear you today. I want to feel you today. I want to see you today. Can I feel you? Because I know you was there. I know what you could do for me, but can I feel you? Can I see you? Can I hear you? When I tell you God made me feel him, Lord, he made me feel him. He made me feel him. To the point where the pastor literally put his hands on me, and I'm sinking, and he's like, yes, feel it. He's like, yes, feel it. The pastor takes his hand off and he put it right back on there. I said, yo, what? I said, what? I said, you special. And when I tell you, after that, I had a smile. I was just happy. I was happy. I was happy as hell. I was so happy because I was just like, yo, God answered my prayer. It was scary, but it was at peace at the same time. Like, I was happy. I felt like a new person. I felt like, yo, like, it's crazy. And out of the whole line, the pastor only did that to me, not nobody else. He didn't put his hand back. He didn't take it off and he didn't put it back on and stay. He didn't do nothing. And that's when I know. I said, oh, that pastor know. That pastor know who I am. You know who I am. But yeah, that was my story, you know. Meeting God. That's when I knew, like, you know, like, dang, like, you special. So, and the person I was with, like, he even witnessed that, like, that happened. Even the lady, even this girl, I don't even know her, but she was like, I'm like my whole body is like, when I tell you my whole body is like this, right? So like you his head like this, and then my whole body is like, not even my whole body, I see my chest wise. I'm just like, I'm shaking a little bit, but I'm like my heart is sinking in my fucking, my heart is sinking in my chest. That's how I knew. I'm like, yo, that's God right there. And so I was happy, I was at peace, like I felt like a different person that when it happened. Because at church, it said something like, tell your family or something like that, like God loves you, God needs you, you know, it's okay to change. That's exactly what I heard, right? So I went home and I tried to tell my mom that, right? Before I even can tell her that, she looks my way and all I see is a narcissist. Like if you look up narcissist eyes, if you're dealing with a narcissist or you are connected with a narcissist, their eyes. And I just came back from feeling God too. You know what I'm saying? So that was the first time when I actually seen like the narcissist eyes. Like, I'm just like, yo, her spirit is, I don't know. Literally, like that's how I still said it though. I said Jesus love you. I said you know, he wants you to change, like you know, change, like you know, change. You don't have to be bad, you don't have to do bad things just to get your way in life. You don't have to do that. She was like, girl, she was like, Sanaya bye. She was like, Sanaya bye. That's what she said. And I said, oh, okay. And I went right upstairs. I said, take my little ass right upstairs. You don't gotta tell me nothing. You don't gotta tell me nothing. I'm just trying to help you out. But okay. But when she turned, something wasn't right. Like her eyes, her face, it didn't look right. It looked like a spirit was in her body. I believe it's really not the people. I believe it's the spirit that's in the people. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said everything is spiritual. It's the spirit. It's not the person, it's the spirit. That's why when everyone did something or something to me, or they just did something that's out of order or something like that, I never judged them. I never judged nobody, because I felt like everybody could get better, and everybody could get better if they put their mind to it, understand where it's coming from. People don't like to take the time to get closer with God so God can show you the way. That's why you get karma. This life need to be changed. It's out of control. Everything is spiritual. Everybody is casting spells on stuff. Everybody is doing witchcraft on people. Everybody's doing that. So watch out for things like that. I'm trying to tell you. Y'all. Thank you for watching my video. I know this video is probably short than the others, but I'm learning the game. So thank you for watching. If you didn't like my other videos that I posted recently, please go watch those videos. Please show some love for me. If you like my videos, please continue watching them. Put your notification on and ring the bell. Like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for my next videos. Thank you for watching. Bye.